Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. My name is Joseph James, schooltrade.com. It's August 25th, 2010. Hope you guys had a great day with us in live trade room. Before we talk about the trades we took today though, I want to remind you guys about our blog. Guys, the blog has so many great resources on it. Don't forget while you're on the blog, in the upper right hand corner, click on Trade Room Resources. Now we've made this special section on our blog so that everything that you need to know about coming in and joining us, right? Whether it be about scalping, day trading, using our trigger zones, drawing trend lines, right? Maybe using the MACD indicator. Whatever question you've got can be found right there on Trade Room Resources. And guys, once you explore Trade Room Resources, don't forget, guys, sign up for the newsletter and don't forget to follow the blog. All right, that way you get all the new updates. We called 2 winning trades today on the blog this morning. Did you guys see them? If you guys are following the blog, you would have had it live in real time. All right, so if you can't make it to our live trade room, guys, you can at least follow the blog. That way you'll get everything, of course, as soon as it comes out. Let's take a look here. 2, 4, 6 total trades. Well, I guess if you looked up emotional, or let's see, if you looked up self-sabotage in the dictionary, right, there'd be a picture of me this morning. All right, so look in Webster's, right, under how to give back money to the market, all right, and there's a big picture of yours truly in the dictionary this morning because I did a great job at digging myself into a hole this morning, right, without really any need for it. Didn't follow my rules. Maybe it was a little bit of that hangover from yesterday, right, the 24th. We did 223 ticks yesterday. So this is one of those things, guys, we have to be aware of this. Self-sabotage for traders is probably one of the biggest concerns because we make a bunch of money. It gets our confidence, right, flying sky high, and then we think we're invincible, right? Nobody can touch me. I'm a day trader, right? I always win. Well, the market quickly reminded me this morning that we don't always win. And so this morning I really made a great example of myself of what not to do out the gate, right? Follow those rules. We're going to talk about those here in a second. But as you can see, though, we made all that money back, though, later on in the morning. We finally got the crude trade we were waiting for. We were waiting for this crude trade all day long today, and it came right in the nick of time to finish up our day. So 66 ticks, 67 ticks, 660 USD, guys. We're having a great month of August, and we're continuing here with 42.90 for the week and over 21,000 for the month so far. Guys, we're going to break 130,000 this year at the end of this week, guys. You want to be here for that, right? So come out and join us tomorrow, and we'll keep you guys posted the rest of the month of August. What's the most important thing that happened today? What happened today? Well, we saw one very, very strong heads up. When we opened up our charts this morning, what do we see? We saw a head and shoulders pattern. Now, a head and shoulders pattern, right, looks like this. It can also be, right, it could also be a reversal pattern too. Head and shoulders patterns look like this. And so, of course, it's a reversal pattern. You're going to trade the break of the neckline right there, right, and there's your short. Well, now, of course, we saw the gold this morning. We saw the crude. We saw the euro. We saw the pound. Everything had gone up, tested the highs, and then came tumbling back down. So we saw everything this morning at the low of day, but it was only after it had gone up to test the highs, and we saw the big head and shoulders pattern coming on down. So we saw right away, right, some very strong candlestick patterns that really gave us pretty, my exact words were, it was an easy job this morning. Our morning prep was really easy. We didn't have a lot of work to do because we had some really strong candlestick patterns to look for. Now, of course, any easy trading, though, flew right out the door because I gave some money back. I made my job more difficult this morning. 2 out of the first 3 trades I took were mental mistakes. So I made my job a lot more difficult by not following my rules, and I gave back some money that we made yesterday. The challenge today was to wait for the best patterns. That was the big problem today. We saw two-step after wave, after breaker, after wave, right? Pattern after pattern after pattern. But either we didn't have enough room, or momentum wasn't there, or the speed was falling, or we were in a sideways market. Something kept showing up, of course, with our rules that prevented us from getting into the patterns. So that was a challenge. The challenge was simply waiting for that pattern that finally fit our rules. We did finally get one, though, late in the morning, about 11:15 on the crude. But that was after we had been battling all day, just simply trying to find the pattern and then qualify the pattern because it was moving pretty good, but didn't get much to work with today when it came to following those rules. So now here was the crude. We started off euro, crude, Russell. We then finished up on gold and then had that big winner on crude to finish up our morning. Now, this was an easy, right? This is really easy this morning. On crude here, we had a couple things. The first thing you'll notice is strong downtrend, right? Strong downtrend. And the second thing we see is I've got my channel, right? There's my channel high and my channel low. So we have this downward sloping channel, this bearish channel pattern. And we also have the big round number of 71 right here too. So we're chopping around 71. We know we're in a downtrend, but the big thing here is the channel, right? The channel is really what's going to give us the green light or the red light, right? We're going to look at the channel here because the big concern I have is we may end up chopping around this channel all morning. And that's pretty much what happened, right? We ended up chopping down this channel, and then all of a sudden around 11 o'clock, bam, right? We bought the lows here, trading to the upside. So we knew this morning in the bottom of the channel, we have a job, of course, to buy the lows. So I'm going to buy the lows. I'll be a buyer here at 71s. I'll be a seller below the channels, right? A seller below 71s. All right, and that was pretty much all we need to know right there. We knew we had the channel. We wanted to buy above 71s. We most importantly, though, wanted to be above this channel, right? I want to be long here, buying the lows of this channel. And that's exactly what we had to wait almost all morning for today.